buck with no balls.
Really?
Yeah, it was shot like December.
And it grew antlers?
It had antlers and velvet.
Oh, sure.
It was still in velvet.
Yeah. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Minnesota Rackstars podcast. I am your host, Joe Call, and this week we have a special guest for you, and that is Mr. Skullcraft himself, Justin Pop. And Justin swings on over for a couple hours. Maybe it was a few or 4 hours. I don't know. It was a while, but we had a good time. And we sat down and we talked about his booming business that he has, Skullcraft, and making European mounts with all types of different animals. And it's pretty cool to hear all the things that he has made so far with all the people that have brought different skulls to him, or heads to him, I guess you could say, to have him do some work on them. So it's pretty interesting, all the different things that he has put into his, I guess, working colony of beetles, I guess you would say. He started this a couple years ago, and now things are off and running, and he's very successful at what he does. And the reason why is because he not only does a good job, but he does a good job of promoting himself on his social media pages and all that stuff. So we kind of dive down that road of strategies on social media and marketing and starting your own business, right? We talk about all the things that you might not think about when starting a business, and things you need to take into consideration as time goes on. So I hope you guys are having a great start to your day, or winding down your day, whatever it is, sitting back on the porch or patio, having a cold one, and just kind of settling down after a long day. I don't know. Whatever you're doing, I hope you guys are having a great day, and we're going to get going to the podcast here. I hope you guys enjoy it. Well, I think that's a great place to start the podcast. How about bucks with no balls?
Bucks with no balls.
Because we know a few bucks around our area that might not have any balls that we see every now and then.
You mean in Walmart?
Could be. Or in Buckman. Never know. South of Buckman, Little Rock area.
At the bank?
Yep. All right, you guys. We're here. We're here with Mr. Skullcraft himself, Justin Pop. We're cranking things up tonight. I messaged Justin, I think it was yesterday, said, "Hey, you want to go do a podcast?" He said, "Yeah, let's do it." So he was nice enough to swing over here and meet up with me today. How's your summer going so far, man?
Fast, for sure.
Been working, obviously.
A lot of work, a little bit of play.
See, I think that was one of the things I was going to talk about. Like, people see like us on social media who don't know us; they just know us through social media. Like, what do you do other than Skullcraft? What else do you do?
So I'm a sheet metal worker, so we do commercial HVAC and architectural metal during the day. I love to play golf, which that got cut in half this year with joining the fire department.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So my second and third Wednesday, I'm going to firemen's meetings or whatever and playing golf. And then you got kids sports and Skullcraft and, hanging out with my mom and dad, brothers and sisters, brother and sister, sister-in-laws.
Your life sounds pretty similar to mine, because if it's not one thing, it's another thing going on, whether it's sports or work or joining this or joining that. Talk about your fireman experience so far. Like, what got you to do it, and tell me some things that have happened so far that you've had to be a part of. Like, where did it all start?
Honestly, I've always always been a little dream in my head since I was a kid, as far as like being either a fireman or a police officer, or like not so much saving lives, right? But just like whatever. I was a lifeguard in high school and that kind of stuff, and just like thinking like, oh, this could be a reality. And we went to an open house at the hall, and my wife's dad was a fire chief in Ogilvie for a long time, and she grew up with like the brotherhood, right? So like their family hung out with other firefighters, hung out with other firefighters' kids, that kind of thing. You know, I'm sure at any moment they could call another set of parents and be like, "Hey, you need to watch our kids," or something like that. So I mean, putting that in my mind, small town, get to know people, get to build real relationships with people that, I just moved into town, so it's like what better opportunity. So at the open house, I saw the posters on the lockers that were like, "Ooh, this could be yours. Your name could be here." And I was like, "Oh shit, let's
There we
go. Why
go.
not?"
This is
No?
me.
So I kind of
I am him. I am him.
nudged Mary, and I'm like, "What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think?" And she's like, "Well, my opinion." Like she loved growing up in that, so it's like,
Oh, sure.
why not?
Yeah. And she probably likes seeing you in your uniform too,
Oof.
in the middle of the night or something like that.
I
right?
probably look like a little stick figure drowning in.
Look at me.
Not some buff dude that fills out his jacket and pants like, "Yo, somebody call for a lift and assist."
Get on my back. Not too hard.
Yeah, most people think like firefighters. That's what they do is fight fire and wear the get up, but 90% of it is I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, right. Have you had to respond to any fires yet or accidents or anything?
I've been to a few car accidents, mostly involved with traffic control at the time. Kind of just graduated all my training.
Sure.
End of May. Finished my EMR classes. I did Fire 1 and Fire 2 early on in the year, and that involved a lot of time, way more than I thought it would.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been really hard this year as far as just like time management. And I mean, I had to bring in a buddy to come help change water, and I mean, for a while there it was pretty stressful as far as like, when do I have time to do anything? And then Mary's always like, "Hey, do you want to cuddle tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'd love to." 2 seconds into it, it's like, yeah, I'm gone. So, but otherwise, yeah, just car accident. We've had one fire call
Sure.
since I've even joined,
Mm.
and I was out of town. It was we were helping Rice's fire department on a call.
Sure. How many guys are employed full-time on the fire department there in Royalton?
No full timers.
No full-timers? Okay.
Everybody's part time. There are some paid positions, chief,
Sure.
gambling managers, treasurer, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
But I mean, as far as from me watching in the meetings, that's what I'm picking up as who's getting paid. I don't ask people if they're getting paid, but I've heard like, "Hey, there's a raise for this position," so I can only assume, like
Right.
chief is getting something, assistant's probably getting something.
Yep. Well, thanks for your service, man. That's freaking awesome.
I
You
enjoy
doing that.
it.
That's pretty
enjoy it.
sweet.
I think it's pretty cool, especially when you get to turn on the sirens and cruise down Highway 10. The one of the big accidents that we went to, it was by the Sioux Line overpass.
Yep.
So obviously, traffic is backed up all the way, basically to town, and you get out there on the highway, and it's just like, meh, meh. It's like all this horsepower, no room to gallop, and then all of a sudden the seas just part. Cars are going everywhere, and you're just kind of going through there until you get to like somebody that's most likely just blasting some music, and they can't hear you until you're right on their
Just
ass.
laying on them.
Meh, meh. Everybody's like, "Oh shit."
Throw
Well,
the
there's
one
nowhere
out.
to
Throw
go.
the one out.
There's nowhere to hide the drugs. Oh, it's just a firefighter.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Kind of reminds me a lot of, I don't know, maybe some people out there remember this game, but it was Madden 92, I think, on Sega Genesis. And when a player would get hurt, like we would intentionally hurt players. Like we'd just be running straight at somebody, just truck stick them, right? Hit the C button and boom. And you'd injure them. And then the ambulance would come out and would just destroy every person in their way. People are just flying, getting hit by the ambulance to go save this guy. Little did they know they're murdering every other person that they were hitting.
That's funny you say.
Oh,
Madden
man.
92.
Oh yeah, I was a prime, man.
I was born in '92.
Hey, I was ripping it up in my neighbor's basement at that time. Oh
I was more
shoot.
like a what, like '98 Blitz or
Oh yeah,
that
okay.
kind of. I think Blitz. I
Yeah,
don't know. It
that
was
sounds
like
about right. Man, there were
I
some
was
good
more
ones.
PlayStation 2, GameCube.
Yep.
Then eventually I got a Xbox. I skipped Xbox and went straight to 360, and that's where I stayed for a long time. Everybody started going up from there, and eventually I pawned it off.
For what?
I I think it was like 50 or $60 with probably 10 games.
Sure, sure. Back in college,
It's
to get a
like
case of beer or something.
right. No, in college I played COD real hard, but
Okay.
after that, after I came back home and I was like,
So
I got too much shit to do.
I think I graduated from games. I I think it was a Sega. Was it there's Sega 2, Sega Genesis, and I think that was it. I don't think I ever really did anything after that. You know, I started on the Atari, and I went to the Nintendo, and then it was the Sega, and then it was the Sega Genesis. I think
I
it
remember
was.
the Sega at daycare.
Yeah. Oh man. Sweet stuff.
Notorious startup noise.
Right.
Sega.
Yep. Oh, I remember being downstairs. Myself and my two brothers, we shared a room, and obviously, it's okay to have a TV in our room and a Sega in our room. No big deal. Even though we'd stay up till about
Middle of the night it comes on. You're
yeah.
like, oh, volume.
All of a sudden, you'd hear
Good.
you'd hear mom and dad smacking the register. Turn that TV off down there.
I would
All
always,
right, turn it down. Turn it down.
I would always have the radio on.
Oh, there you go.
My mom I would just test it. Just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay, she hasn't said anything.
There
And all
it
of a sudden,
is. Oh man.
cop knock.
Oh, the cop knock. What's the cop knock? I don't know if the cop knock. There you go. My fear was always it wasn't the cop knock. It was the sliding of the closet door. We could hear the closet door open from our bedroom downstairs, and that meant the belt was coming out.
Oh,
The belt was coming out. So that was key to shut off the TV,
my,
throw the covers over your head, and shut up real fast.
mine was the kitchen drawer.
Oh, they didn't have electric knives back then.
No,
Yet,
I had the wooden spoon.
spoon. Oh man.
Never
What-
did the belt. He snapped it a couple times. I think it was more of a joke than anything.
My buddy, I don't know if he's listening to this, my college roommate, thought he'd be funny when he was actually making macaroni and cheese.
Mhm.
When
Just talking about
Justin
that.
came over, we were making some macaroni and cheese for the kids, and my college roommate was making some macaroni and cheese in the kitchen in our dorm. It was a dorm. It was an apartment. It wasn't a dorm. Anyways, we went to JUCO. They don't have dorms at JUCOs. Anyways, he's sitting there making macaroni. I'm trying to figure out how to put this, what he was wearing. Well, let's put it this way. He wasn't wearing anything, okay? and I decided to grab one of the spatulas in the drawer and let him know that I was right behind him by getting a big old crack. And needless to say, when I hit him with that spatula, we had to throw it in the garbage because it was in two pieces after that. So yeah, well,
How was the mac and cheese from the naked guy?
I don't think I got any.
Oh, let me pull out that cute little curly hair. Nasty.
Oh shoot, the good old days back in our prime. I was talking about our being back in the prime on our last podcast. We better get out of it because we go down some major rabbit holes. But one thing I kind of wanted to start out with, obviously Skullcraft has only been around for a few years now, and along with that, your social media platforms have only been around for a year or two now, and you've really taken off on like TikTok. Just been crushing it on TikTok. What are some things that maybe some I don't know, crazy interactions you've had with some people out there, or comments people have written towards you? Because there's a lot of people out there that don't like seeing the heads of animals on social media and whatever. What are some of those interactions you've had with some people where it's gotten a little intense, maybe?
There's definitely been a few comments for sure. It's always funny to read the comments, and I always like to like rage bait people, just because then it like boosts it even more. Like, they want to comment back, so then it's just then other people feed off of them just being complete assholes and that kind of thing. But I had a guy. I was live on TikTok skinning a deer,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy calls me. Yeah, because whatever, Skullcraft,
Yeah.
and of course I had my parade magnet on my freezer, right? So they could see Skullcraft,
Yeah.
right? And it had my number on it. Go figure. I've now X'd that out. So if you want to call me, you really have to like look me up.
Yeah.
But calls me and he goes, "Are you live on TikTok skinning a deer?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah. And he goes, "Get off." I'm like, and then he hangs up. I'm like, what the hell, dude? So that's probably been like the most like why go out of your way to do that kind of stuff? But otherwise, I'll see comments on there all the time. My son just shot a turkey this year. One that stuck out to me was like, typical Americans raising their kids to be serial killers. I'm like, what?
Serial killers.
Like, my son likes to harvest or enjoyed harvesting a turkey, and the first thing he thought of was cutting it up into nuggets to smoke on the smoker.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we're gonna try that. Or I mean, he wants to. So we've got a big squirrel problem in our yard.
Oh yeah.
They chew all over our daycare toys, which we spend a lot of money on that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we trap them, shoot them with our pellet guns, whatever. I mean, they're a pest at that point. But
They're a nuisance.
yeah, a nuisance animal. So he's always like, "Dad, what's this guy he watches on YouTube? His name's KG."
Kevin.
And
Garnett.
it's KG Outdoors.
Okay.
But he's from, I don't know, Alabama or something like that. So he's making squirrel whatever. He once gave a woodchuck to his grandma to cook, and she ate it.
Nice.
And like frog legs and all sorts of stuff. So he's like, "Dad, let's make a squirrel recipe or something like that." So I mean, he's not doing it he doesn't just want to kill everything.
Yeah.
Granted,
it's fun.
yes and no. Yes and no. It's not like I wasn't that same kid, right?
Oh, we're killers, killers.
Anything that I could shoot with that Red Ryder, it was.
Oh yeah.
I was trying.
Let it eat.
Granted, now I'm an adult and realize why we do stuff like that. Like the 13-line ground squirrel is actually what it's called. Some people just call them stripey gophers.
Oh yeah.
Or like whatever. I would dominate those. But I understand now. It's wrecking our yard, right?
Oh yeah.
A bunch of holes all over the yard, or squirrels chewing on our even our hose. Garden hose.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Or the slide going down like those Fisher Price playpen things or play set things. It's all chewed up, so when the kids go down there, they like scrape their arms and stuff. So I got to go out there with sandpaper or like a grinder and.
Holy buckets! Yeah, you're in a pretty heavily wooded oak area. Like it's all oak trees.
Yeah,
like real heavily oak. Yeah, no, so that's interesting. He called you right in the middle of doing your life.
What are you?
Come on, people. What's
Get off
going
my
on
back.
here? Yeah. Got anything else better to do? Yeah, I just thought that was interesting. What is I don't know. Do you know what your highest viewed video is right now on TikTok, roughly?
On TikTok, I posted a rage bait video when I was trenching the gas line from the house to the shop,
Yeah.
so I could run a on-demand water heater, furnace, all that kind of stuff out there. I come up on this rock with my whole yard is sand. Like
Yep.
everything in Royalton's sand.
Yep.
I come up on this rock, whatever. I avoided it. I was hand digging at this point because I was right up by the house. And I'm like, whatever you do, don't hit this. And I pointed to it with my middle finger. It got like 170,000 views on there. And TikTok actually isn't where I get most of my views. I get most of them on Facebook.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Because Facebook isn't like banning you from posting stuff.
I can't post anything on TikTok that has anything to do with me shooting a deer or anyone
TikTok's
shooting a deer. It's gone. See ya.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's brutal. It is brutal.
The one video that I got to pass on TikTok of me shooting a deer, I called it a firefly. Like, have you ever seen any fireflies at deer before? That was my arrow with the luminoc.
And it got by?
Yeah. It didn't get any views.
Yeah, that's what happens too. Yeah.
But I think that's why it did that, or that's why it made it by, is because, like, you know, those videos that go viral and stuff, they're the ones that are getting like actively checked and kind of stuff like that. So it's like, but I just don't understand. Let me just post what I want.
Yeah, right.
My hashtag boner.
Yeah.
It got banned on TikTok.
Did it?
Yeah, got taken off.
I don't know what it was. Actually, on YouTube the other day, I was posting some reels on some of the deer that I've shot in the past, and the other Minnesota Rackstars, some of the deer that they've shot. And for some reason, I think maybe it's because of the caption. It says, like, look at this shot or something. 4 views on there. The next one I posted, over 1,000 views on there.
Yeah.
But I didn't put, like, shot or gun or anything on there, you know. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's just automatically banned or shut down. Doesn't get put out for anyone to see. It's just crazy. I actually just got accepted back to Facebook because they were not recommending my page to anyone because of the content that I was putting out there. So I had to go back in and delete some of the videos that I have posted before, and then I clicked review my page again, and now I'm good to go. So now they're recommending my page to other people again, but it's like,
I had that happen.
not everyone lives, you know, in a world where, you know, they don't like hunting and stuff. There are a lot of people out there that like hunting and know the importance of hunting and education in the world of hunting. Yeah, we put stuff out there that is, you know, for entertainment purpose, but a lot of our stuff we put out there too is for educational purposes. And there's people out there that want to learn about hunting. And these, you know, social media platforms are banning us from putting educational entertainment out there for people to see and learn and say, you know what, this looks like fun. Yeah. Maybe I should give it a try, because we are trying to help people out in the outdoor world. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I had a really good skinning video, like a skull skinning video.
Yep.
And of course it gets taken down on TikTok. But even on Facebook, I had gotten some notification about it doing something. I don't know. Can't remember exactly what it was, but I ended up just like taking it off of there. But I mean, trying to teach somebody that maybe is new to hunting, they want to try to do a Euro on their own.
Yeah.
Like, even just giving somebody like the direction on how to start skinning a skull. Like, here, I'll just put it in your court. If you were to, so you've got a nice velvet buck over there. If you were going to do a Euro on it and you were going to skin, imagine you just had the head. How would you start? What would be your first cut? Where would you start?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would you just grab and start cutting?
I would have no idea where to start, you know.
Right.
But that's the whole point of what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So you mean you go in there and you just say, look, you're making 2 slits across the cheek, straight from the cheek up, making sure you get all the way to the bone, and then you'll reveal that there's a bottom jaw and a skull.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get to that, you slice up and down on that bottom jaw to release it, and then you can pry that bottom jaw out of there without even skinning the bottom half. Like, because some people would go through the work of skinning it all.
Oh, I would. That's what I
When
would do. I would skin the whole works.
right when
Just
you're
start
you're
cutting and
just
cutting
gonna
and
throw
cut.
the bottom jaw away anyway. So
Yeah.
you save all that time just by realizing like, okay, where do we actually start here?
Yeah. Yeah. Not everyone is in business offices and stays home on the weekends. And there's a lot of us that like going outdoors, and there's a lot of people that live in or work in business offices that love going outdoors too. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, that's a thing. Like when we put out that entertainment stuff, it's to be like, hey, this European mount stuff looks pretty cool. I want to try it, you know. And,
right.
and who knows? There might be somebody that's watching your content right now that's one day going to make a living doing what you're doing.
I have a few guys that started their beetle colonies from my beetle colony.
There you go.
So I know that they're already making some money from something that I started.
Exactly.
Not, you know.
Yeah. So, yeah, ban him for helping others.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
There's a lot of DIYers, no matter what it is in life, that they're not going to pay for. I'm not paying. I am that DIYer. That's why I started. I mean, that's partly why I started something. And you're probably the same with, I mean, mowing lawns and maintenance on your lawnmowers and that kind of stuff, or even just like your food plots, you started doing it yourself. You didn't just pay somebody to come out here and do it. You didn't have the money at the time. That's what you learn how to do it when you're broke.
So speaking of other people starting out, how did you start out? Like what got you going to start out?
With Skullcraft in general?
Yeah.
I shot a dandy in 2023, and when I was at the taxidermist, I wanted a shoulder mount, and he goes, "Well, good thing you shot it this year, because next year it's probably going to be $1,200." And I mean, it was $950 or $850 or $900. I don't know, somewhere in there. So I'm like, well, shit. A lot of people are probably going to change what they shoulder mount if it's going to cost them $1,200. So, granted, I still got mine shoulder mounted, but I took that and started. I mean, I had a Euro done years prior, and to me, I was like, that looks like shit. I mean, yes, it all the flesh is gone and everything, but there's more to a Euro than just taking the flesh off and putting it in a pot and boiling it all off and whatever,
Any aspirations to go full time?
I would love to. Don't get me wrong, but I'm a union sheet metal worker, and
benefits.
The benefits are about as good as possible. Would I love to take the good retirement that we have, bank it at 55, and do this? Absolutely. I would love to. If we got a bigger place, maybe. I'm in the process of changing how I do skulls to begin with. Currently, I'm doing them all in their own individual buckets. It captures anything that falls off. It's the most things that you're losing off these deer are teeth and noses, which they're all very particular to the deer that they come off of, so they're really easy to match up.
Sure, that makes sense.
So it's kind of like
makes sense.
Right now, I'm changing water by dumping 80. What is it? 89, 90 buckets at a time. Filling them up, washing them out. Well, I thought that I had an efficient way to heat the boxes and whatever. I thought that that's what I was gaining, is having their own individual boxes and then a decently efficient way to heat this water.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a sheet metal worker. I started thinking, why don't I make a trough that's specifically designed as far as how how much water is in there by like how you're gonna hang the skulls in there, how you can get as many skulls in this trough as at one time, and then it's a common water. You just dump it, and then close the thing. You've got a float to keep the water levels where it needs to be. Because every
Sure.
single
Yeah.
day
Yeah.
I'm going out there, I'm checking water levels in these buckets because you don't want the water level to come
Too
into
low.
the skull.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it dries the skull out and makes it harder to
Sure.
process.
Sure.
So whenever you start a euro, you don't ever want to like let it dry out unless you're drying it at like room temperature to check to see if it's done, kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a lot of
There's a lot of stuff going on there, man.
stuff in, but so I'm trying to build these troughs to make it more efficient, and
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of went on a tangent there.
How many did you end up doing last year, roughly?
I took in 100.
100.
Probably like 110.
Okay. Okay. Just
I was
we'll leave it at
capping it.
100. It was 100.
I was
Tax purposes.
capping it at 100. No, I was capping it at 100, and then all of a sudden it's like the buddies and the family members and the people that you already told that you'd take it like a month ago, and then they didn't bring it in.
It's so tough. It's no different than like with me with lawns. It's like, okay, I have a set amount of lawns that I do, and it's fine for in the summer when I'm mowing in the summer because I have, technically Monday through Friday, or sorry, Sunday through Sunday to mow if I wanted to, really, weather pending, so I don't know for sure what days I could be mowing, but the amount of lawns that I have, I could do a lot more in the summer, but when I go back to teaching in the fall and spring, I'm running around with my head cut off because it's raining on Monday, Tuesday. The days are getting shorter in the fall. I can only do 2 lawns a night, and it's like I can't take anymore. But what do I end up doing sometimes? I suppose I can do your lawn for you. I suppose I can do your lawn for you. And then there I am wanting to be out in the stand, and I can't be out in the stand because I have to get this lawn taken care of. And then the leaves start falling, all that stuff. But I know exactly what you're talking about. All of a sudden you're like, why did I need to do a better job of learning how to say no. That's just what I have to do. I've always just been a sucker for peer pressure. That's all it is.
Well, and with me being so new necessarily, right? I mean, only been at it a couple of years, but I mean, the stuff that I'm turning out is pretty solid. And just like, I know I could be better. I know I can be faster. I know I could, but it's just finding the time to like be able to make those changes on top of what I already said that I would do, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't. Why take so many and drown yourself before like you have a rock solid routine?
Yeah, and you going from your transition, I mean, this last year, right in the thick of things almost, you moved places, right? Was it this last year or was that 2 years ago already?
We moved to Royalton in June.
Yeah.
In June of last year.
Okay, yeah. So it's been about a year now. So it's been a year. But yeah, just getting everything set up and organized, because you had a pretty sweet setup in your old place.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you've made some modifications since.
I barely finished the shop before it just started raining down on me, skulls, and like now finding the kinks and everything, like my power went out 2-3 times, figuring out that our power was going through an old fuse box, thinking that we weren't gonna blow them or whatever. I don't know if it was my air compressor that was already struggling, that was drawing too much power. It would blow one of those fuses, and then it would knock out half a leg of power to all of the new equipment installed this year. So like my shed, a few receptacles in the shop, the furnace, that kind of thing. So I walk out there, my Beetle shed, which is electric.
Yep.
As far as heat goes, was at like 45 degrees, and I'm like, oh my God, grab the buddy, grab
Grab
the
the buddy
buddy
heater.
heater. So I ran that thing.
Kids.
Yeah. Hotly. Dad, I can't carry it. But yeah, I borrowed a buddy heater from my Uncle Tim. I mean, just like, I don't know, you know Morgan Powers?
Oh, yeah, I know Morgan. He's been here a couple times.
Call him over to,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah, yeah.
Figure out what it is and get that changed. And then I'm trying to get quotes for a backup generator, actually. Because when
Yes. Yep.
the power goes out, Mary actually has to shut down daycare if certain parameters
sure.
go out. Well, we're on a well, so if the power goes out, can't flush the shitter.
Yeah.
So if we can't flush poop, guess what? Your kid's not gonna sit here and poop in my toilet, and I can't flush it.
Yep.
So you gotta go home, bud.
Yep.
We're gonna put diapers on everybody. No.
Yeah. Even
I'm
you.
8 years old.
I'm a man. I don't care,
I'm
Justin.
a real boy.
Put your diaper on.
Yeah.
The power's out. Put your
Right?
diaper on. Oh, shoot.
But the old Quality Leering Center took all of our daycare funding, so we can't apply for grants or nothing right now.
It's
I
all
don't
for the
know.
kids. It's all for the
Right?
kids.
Yeah. I need to start a skull leering center. I think that's what it's going to be.
I will watch your skulls all day, every day.
Yes.
You bring
Yep.
your skull to me.
For a mere fee of $200.
$200 million. I will
Yes.
watch it.
Yep. I'll give it back to you in a year.
Oh,
We'll
shoot.
start a new batch.
What is one thing that people might not think about when starting up a business like what you did? What's one thing that you know, when you got into it, it's like, oh geez, like I never thought I'd have to be dealing with this, or this caught me off guard, or some type of curveball that people might overlook before starting their business.
Probably it's honestly all the legal tax,
Mm-hmm.
all of the junk that you got to do.
You learn. I've been scolded a few
Yeah, get
times from
somebody-
my accountants.
Yeah, me too.
Where's this? I'm like, I'll go get it.
Yeah. Here, let me write a receipt quick.
Yeah.
No, but it's just like the quarterly payments and the tax ID, and then
Yep.
oh, by the way, you just had to renew this email and you didn't. We're gonna have to reinstate your tax ID or
Your assumed
all of
name, all that,
kind of
yeah.
stuff. It's like,
All that paperwork crap.
oh dang, a guy gets really excited, like, oh, I've got a product here, I'm gonna sell it and I'm gonna make money.
Yep.
Guess what, bud?
No.
Try again.
Wrongo.
You forgot to pay somebody.
Mr. Sam. Yeah, that's one thing I actually will talk to kids about in school sometimes when we just have some extra free time. They'll be talking about, oh, okay, I work on my math. I'm like, oh, what are you guys, learning about in math right now? And then, well, this is stupid. We're never going to use this. I'm like, well, think about this once. And I start telling them about owning a business and how it works. And, if you spend money, it helps you out. So you don't want to sit there and just pocket all the money. You need to spend the money. And they're like, their eyes are just open. They're like, what? Like,
Yeah,
are you serious?
Don't take it out of your account. Whatever you do,
Yeah.
figure out a way to spend it.
Yeah, so it's something that, same thing with myself. There's a lot of learning curves along the way when you start a business. It's like, what? I have to do this? What? I have to do that? Like, yeah, don't you know that? I'm like, no, I don't.
I did not know any of it. And then, like my dad is one of the owners of Central Soda. My sister and my brother own a car wash in McGregor. Like they're all like doing these things. And here, dumb boner,
Hashtag.
yeah, the certified boner is cleaning some heads up. Like, here, let me dump
What are you
this.
doing with your life now, Justin?
I'm boning. I bone a lot.
That's all I do. Play with
I
bones.
bone every day. Ask my wife. You're seriously going out to the shed again?
What has been the coolest skull that you have had to produce?
Probably your brothers.
Really?
Yeah,
No way.
when are you gonna ever see a deer with a 5-pound can,
Right?
flare can, with a parachute wrapped up in its head?
Yeah.
But you're never gonna see that again. So that's original, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, it's I've had some deer that grow out one way and come down, not necessarily a drop tine, almost like it got dropped as a kid, a little bit off.
Oh, I know.
Or the
Trust
ones
me.
that come up with just like one spike and then just a hammer on the right.
Yeah. I suppose that's the thing with European mounts. You probably get a decent amount where they're like, man, if you had a more symmetrical or whatever, I'd maybe do a full head mount. But being that he's a tank on this side and the other side's messed up, I'll just do a European mount maybe or something, huh? So you might see a lot more character with those European mounts.
For sure. Or like some of the things that are like unseen.
Yeah.
So I had a guy bring me a deer skull. He's like, yeah, nice buck, whatever, like a euro done of it. As soon as he brings it in and he leaves, I was kind of like looking at it. I'm like, that thing's got a big ass lump on it. Well, here it's a broadhead that was broke off right above the insert.
No way.
And
Did they know about it?
no, it was grown over it. The broadhead, I got a picture somewhere. I posted videos of it.
Sure.
But had a broadhead grown into it. The bone was coming like engulfing the broadhead basically. Yeah. So it had happened last year. But somebody with a bow right above the eye socket. It didn't quite make it to the brain, and you could tell it was a rage.
Mm-hmm.
But you could just barely see the tips of the blades coming out of like the eye socket. So it didn't mess up his eye or his sight, but just barely nicked me.
Oh my gosh! I guess we'll never have a reason to complain of a hangover anymore after having a rage broadhead stuck in your skull.
Oh.
So obviously, being that the skull was forming around the broadhead, it was in there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like, it just happened
for
this hunting
sure a
season.
year, because it was over it and grown like
dang.
nicely.
It could have been even more than a year, Yeah, but like you said, for sure a year.
I had another one come in this year. It had broke, turned it down, and then it was regrowing this year, and it's just a little stubby, right?
Yep.
And started to like heal it in like somebody's worst possible jigsaw puzzle. Luckily, this is another taxidermist. I said, I will process this, but I will not put this back together because I'm not going to try to.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's all right. He's like, we're going to try to do it ourselves kind of thing. I'm like, perfect. Here's a little better rate on it. Because I'm not putting that back.
Yeah.
I'm not putting that back together. So I bagged it, and anything that falls off, here's your bag of bones. But it was like,
wow.
It had like a moose knuckle looking.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh. How about like, I don't know. You can get as gruesome as you want here, but the worst skull you've ever had to deal with?
Honestly, it's the ones in like October that somebody shot with a bow that sat there for a while.
Nice heat.
Comes in a black garbage bag, and you're like, no. I'm probably going to start telling people no, because
yeah. Yep.
I mean, everybody can say, oh, don't be a pussy. Don't be a wuss.
Yep.
Suck it up. That kind of thing. I've actually there's been a few times where I was cutting something that was rotten that might have been like my own mistake. Like I bought a bunch of coyotes from the old thermal guys.
Oh, yeah.
What was his name?
Kazula?
Yeah.
Lashinsky?
Lashinsky.
Yeah.
Jason?
Jason, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bought some coyotes from Jason, and
Oh, sure, yep.
they weren't scun yet. And I put them aside. Like he brought them frozen, so I'm like, I'll put them aside, let them thaw. I'll skin them tomorrow or maybe the next day.
Yeah.
Like a week later, I slipped while I was skinning them.
Oh.
Cut it. Didn't think anything of it. A day later, I'm getting shooting pain up my arms, and you can definitely tell that it is
Rabies.
infected. Yeah,
Rabies.
Herpes. It was herpes, actually. I had to take a shake, and then it was all better. At least that's what happened for me. Or no, it was rabies. No. But it got infected.
Yeah.
I had to go on steroids and whatever. The big P. What's the big P one?
Yeah, I know what
P
you're
word.
talking about. I've been on it a few times. Prednisone?
Prednisone.
There we go.
There you
Hey,
go.
look at there.
It's a big word.
It's a very big word for
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah. Take 5 pills today, 4 pills tomorrow, 3.5, then 2, then 1.
Yeah,
then
right.
Shit. Well, it's feeling better after the 5th day. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna stop.
Yeah.
Shit, why do I have 2 pills left?
Yeah, you're right.
But it's like, why do I want to take this stuff in that you obviously didn't treat very well, didn't care about as much, makes it harder on me. I could possibly slip, cut my finger, you have to go to the doctor. Okay, there's a $150 bill if I didn't meet my total out of pocket for that year.
Right.
There's a $150 bill. Now my profit's gone.
Yeah.
All because I slipped.
Yep.
And your head was rotten.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, during like the heart of deer season in November, like when I'm doing that Wednesday drop off at Walmart in St. Cloud, those heads are all coming in fresh because they were shot like the weekend before, and it was cold. Granted, people think it's cold, but really it's not cold
Not even
enough.
close,
That
yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I know I'm not. I've cut my hand multiple times doing that stuff when they're fresh, and it's never an issue. But if it's rotten,
I suppose.
guess what?
Yep.
Here comes a vet bill. Bend over. Shot.
Call the first responders.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
I am one.
Yeah,
Dang it. Somebody else.
It's got to be your bull.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. All right, so that's the ugly stuff. How about I don't know. Have there been anything that you've picked up along the way where it's like, man, if I would have known this a year or two ago, I could have gotten so much more accomplished. Tips or tricks that you've figured out that might be able to help some of these other guys and gals out there that are starting up their own, Euro shops and whatnot. So just like maybe some tips or tricks for those people to get on board with.
Honestly, probably my biggest tip is going to be realize how much time you actually have. My kids are younger. They're only going to be kids once.
Mm-hmm.
Probably if I can't figure out a faster way to do it, or a more efficient way to do it, I should say, as far as time management goes, with this new trough system and everything, I'm probably going to have to cut back. It's just taking too much time away from my little kids, and we were going for our tiebreaker kid.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We had a miscarriage a couple years ago.
Yeah, sorry to hear about that, man.
We just kept going, and it had been 2 years, and finally we were pregnant for a week, and I found out the confirmed miscarriage on Father's Day.
That's
so then it just kept me thinking, like these kids are only going to be kids once, and life is short. Could be my life, could be their, whatever.
Puts things in perspective. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about it. I know that's like myself too. With like, there's that point you gotta just say, you know what? I actually talked talked to our basketball team about this, and one of my assistant coaches brought this up the other day, and he was watching another video, and he got this idea from watching, I think it was a Kobe Bryant video or something. But if you want to be successful, you have to sacrifice some things, right? You do. And there's a reason why I just don't take my summers off like some other teachers might. There's a reason why I mow lawns. It's because I want to be able to have a nice place. I want to be able to, provide for my family. I don't want to have to live paycheck to paycheck. I want to be able to do those things. And that is a reason why you're doing the same thing. You started up a little side business here. You're great at doing it, and you're bringing in some extra income to help your family, to help be successful. You want to be successful, so you have to sacrifice sometime. But then there's that line where you have to draw that line eventually. And the older you get, that line becomes more distinct. Like, okay, I need to pull back the reins a little bit. And that's kind of what I've been doing with my lawns too. It's like, you know what? If I really wanted to, I could push the envelope and I could double the amount of lawns that I am doing. But that leaves me no time for my kids here. And there's some decisions that I'm going to have to make here in the near future. Some tough decisions on, do I want to do this or do I want to spend more time with my kids,
Right.
And you're nailing it right on the head, and good for you, especially for as early on as you are right now with your business, to have that sink in and be like, okay, I want to do this. I want to bring in that extra income to help my family, but at the same time, at what cost, And that's why too, you look at the cost that you're charging, for your European mounts. It's not just your time and effort that you are charging people for. It's being away from your family.
Right.
And that has a price too. You know what I mean?
Be a little different if a guy was full time. Like, this is not my full time job. This is more of like a hobby that I could see being full time if it came to that point, right?
That's the tough part.
Where is that point?
Yeah.
Like, I'd love to be a content creator that just does skulls and, okay, I'm going to take 50 skulls in. Which is just.
Right.
It's just like spitballing kind of thing.
Yep. Maybe
I shouldn't say this. Give away all my secrets.
Darn it.
Be like, take in 50 skulls. But every one of those skulls is going to get a weekly picture.
Content.
A video along with itself, like
time lapse.
Okay, here's a time lapse through the Beatles. Here's a time lapse. Well, just a weekly picture going through water changes till it's done degreasing, to the touch up, to now here's your finished product.
Yep.
Here's your video. I'm gonna charge you X amount of dollars. You've gotten the whole thing.
Yeah.
You get to watch your deer being done, taken care of, and then out the door.
That's pretty sweet. That's
I mean, that could be a cool thing, right?
Yeah.
But the whole editing and doing everything with all of that stuff takes a lot of time. And I mean, most of my videos on either Facebook or TikTok, they're like 1 minute videos, 3 minute, 2 minute videos, or 15 second, 10 second, 20 second, that kind of thing. And I'm going to be honest, I don't put much work into them. It's besides for the most amount of work that I put in my videos on Facebook and TikTok are downloading the time lapses off of the camera, which take forever to download to my phone. And then I go put them into an app on my phone to then speed them up.
Yep.
And then I put them into TikTok to then speed them up again, because it's not fast enough to get into like most of the songs on TikTok.
I was going to say, then you got to figure out a song you want to put it with.
Most of the songs on TikTok are max about a minute.
Yeah, yep.
A minute clip of the song. So then you have to get everything under a minute. Otherwise, everybody's going to be like, all right, I've seen enough of this.
Garbage. I was actually listening to a podcast today with Roger Raglan. I don't know if you know who Roger Raglan is.
Germany Christmas!
Germany Christmas. I tell you what. love Roger Raglan. But anyways, I was listening to him, and he was just talking about how much easier it was for the guys in the outdoor industry back in the day, because all they had to do was go out there and produce 15 hunts, right? And that created their video. And then they got to sit back and do whatever they wanted. Now, every single day, you have to be posting something, because if you don't, you're falling behind everybody else.
Yeah.
And that takes time, man. I mean, you drove all the way over here to do a podcast with me.
That's because I haven't seen you in a while. I forgot how good that mustache looked.
Yeah, I shaved it up just for you today.
Could use a little bit more length.
I know.
I like the crawling down though. That looks good.
I tell you what, it may look good, but it doesn't feel good when my wife is too close to me, I guess you could say. She doesn't like it. So I don't know if she minds it from afar, but when you get a little too close, she's kind of always yelling at me.
Smell bad?
Well, sometimes you find a little extra leftover,
When I get
chocolate
too long,
chips or something in there.
when it gets too long, I find myself eating it. Like I'm biting, and
I
then
always
it's
bite
like
the sides.
and pull the hair a little bit.
Yeah. No, it's something that I don't take for granted. Put it that way.
Got a good mustache.
I got a few brother-in-laws that really struggle to try to put anything out there.
Yeah.
So I feel for those guys.
My dad.
But the problem is, I can grow it here, but they can grow it up here where I'm struggling.
I got it everywhere, man.
You name it, I got it.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do some just some quick things here, real quick.
Okay.
All right, just a couple rapid fire
Hit me.
questions. We don't have to elaborate too much on them, but furthest place or furthest location that you took in a skull from to do.
Nanut.
What? Who? What? What?
Nanut.
Where's Nanette?
Nanut is in Canada.
Canada.
Long ways away.
And found you on social media. What was it?
Kurt Wells,
Oh, Kurt Wells. There you go. Sweet.
editor of Bowhunter magazine.
Yeah. And what?
Host
He does a
of Bowhunter
few
TV.
skulls, right?
Yeah, he shot a muskox, and then a guy that he was hunting with shot a velvet caribou and a muskox.
Mm-hmm.
Velvet was unfortunately shot by the time it got to me, so I had to strip it.
Sure.
But
whitetail, mule deer, antelope, muskox, elk. What's your favorite to do?
I think the most satisfying are probably the bear, because they take a long time. But when you first get them out of the beetles and you look at them, you're like, oh, they are just greasy pigs. But I think some of the coolest ones are the horned animals.
Mm-hmm.
So pronghorn, longhorn. The muskox was cool. Will I ever take another one? No.
Mm.
I'm not doing any more of those.
I think one thing that's pretty cool that you've posted some time lapse videos of turkeys.
Yeah.
Those are pretty sweet. And what was up with that one? I saw a video. I didn't watch a whole lot of it, but all of a sudden you had it moving. Was that something that you created or what? Or is that AI or what do you got going on there?
No, it was just a I spun some stainless wire to use as a hanger for the skull.
Mm-hmm.
Inside of that, it's where the skull rests on top
little
of
shelf
or
there.
hovers above is actually a box call top.
Okay.
It's supposed to look like a box call top.
Yeah.
Miniature one, obviously. Yep. But I'm like, well, how do I don't want to glue this thing on. And I want it to be able to transport, like I wanted them to be able to transport this fragile little skull without thinking it's going to fall off of this mount or whatever. So I just made it removable. Well, while I was holding it so my wife could take a video, I'm like, oh, it's wobbling like a little bobblehead. I'm like, honey, check this thing out.
There you
She's
go.
like, all right, cool. Yeah, I'll take the video. So it, obviously when it's on the wall, it's not going to, it would be pretty cool though. But it's just sitting on a single wire.
Sure.
Or it's 2 strands of wire.
Okay.
18 gauge wire. It's just spun with a drill.
Yep.
So that it's stiffer. And then put it through the back of the skull, and that's how it sits on there.
Sweet.
Easy to remove if you're moving or
Yeah.
if you want to move it somewhere, you don't feel like you're going to break it. And
So-
I didn't want a whole bunch of glue sitting on it. I want to glue it on.
So what's it look like for you this year? You think you got if you shoot the buck that you're thinking of shooting this year, are you doing a Euro or are you doing a head mount? How big is he? How big is he going to be? How about this? A full body Euro.
I have seen them. I have seen them.
I saw a few of them in South Dakota this past week.
There was a high school science class that put one together. All beetle cleaned. It was all. That looks like way too much.
Yeah.
I am not doing that.
No.
But I don't know if it's gonna be a shoulder mount. It's gonna be the next biggest buck that I've shot.
Yeah.
If it's not the next biggest buck, it better have a damn good meaning behind it, which it might this year.
Oh boy.
It might this year. We got some things cooking.
You guys got food plots in and all that stuff? Everything rock and rolling? What are those looking like?
We planted some corn and some Milo, I believe. Dad was handling all this sometime probably on a Friday that he wasn't working.
Yep.
I try not to work as Fridays off as I can.
What's that?
I try not to work as many Fridays as I can, but some days you got to.
Yep.
We have not planted the one behind Dad's house yet.
Sure.
We usually do like a fall, late July, August planting.
Yep. It's gonna be here before you know it, man.
I know. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I always love it. I bought a new video camera.
Did you? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Pumped about that.
My mom just bought a GoPro because she goes, I just see all these animals crossing the road all the time, either when she's coming to our place or whatever. She goes, I'm going to buy a GoPro. Which one should I get? I'm like, well, here's the best price that I could find right here. So I was over at her place today, and she has a brand new GoPro sitting there. And, so she has a new camera as well. It's like, I might be borrowing this in the fall a little bit. But it's a one thing, though, like these GoPros, man. I messaged them, like, you guys have any other batteries than the ones you have? Because they are garbage, man.
They don't last very long.
Terrible. I'm out in South Dakota or I'm here in Minnesota, and I'll get to the stand and I want to do an interview with my GoPro, and by the time I get to my stand, it won't even turn on. It's so cold. It's like, what is going on here? Like that's not a good product, man. That's pretty bad, especially for how much you're paying for these GoPros.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just bought a DJI.
Yeah. Yep.
Osmo camera.
Yep.
So
similar to a GoPro.
Basically the exact same.
What number did you get?
5.
5. Yeah, I was looking at those today actually.
Yeah, it's sweet so far.
You have to let me know how they perform in the cold, because if they perform a lot better in the cold and that battery holds, I might be switching over to that, because
it comes
GoPro has obviously great stability, great quality of footage, the image, but if I can't turn the camera on, it's no good.
Useless.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh man,
hey, did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Oh, isn't that the truth? I don't know, man. You got anything else you wanna crank out? You wanna call out anybody, any social media platforms or anything, and let them know how you really feel about them or anything like that before we shut her down? Or any hashtag at somebody that wants to keep criticizing you that you want to throw under the bus here real quick before we shut her down?
I can't think of anybody that I have some real qualms with. No. I better not.
All right, I got one for you.
Okay.
We're going to throw this guy on the bus because he's scared. He's scared to come on the podcast, and you know exactly who I'm talking about.
No.
He said a couple times that, I'll maybe come on there one of these times. You need to get on the podcast, Andy.
Andy.
You need to get on here.
Andy needs to be on here.
People, I'm going to tell you right now, okay? All right. I'm going to share Andy's social media platforms name, and you need to message him personally and let him know that he needs to get on the podcast. I might even throw a cell phone number out there. I don't know. We'll see.
Ooh. I don't know.
There was this. I posted a video of Andy the other day we were coming back from I don't know, it was like a banquet, some sportsman's banquet. And I don't know if I think he might have won a gun. I think he won a gun on bingo. That's what it was. It was backwards bingo. And go figure, Andy wins on backwards bingo. And if you don't know what backwards bingo is, you don't want your number called. And if you're the last one standing that does not have a number called, you win. This is Andy. Andy won this. So he was pretty pumped up. And if you've seen the videos, it's the money, money, yeah, yeah video. He's becoming famous for it. My kids love it. Anytime he calls, I said, girls, it's Andy on the phone. Like, money, money, yeah, yeah.
My Uncle Nate and it'll just be a random time. We'll go, money, money. Go, yeah, yeah.
So, yes, Andy, you got to get on the podcast. You need to come over here. Yeah, we might actually do a little round table. We get Matt Suska, Andy Petron.
You should get, like,
a few of the Buckman boys around here.
Just get a bunch of guys.
Oh, yeah.
Beer night. Have to do it. A Friday night.
Maybe what we'll do is back in the day, back in my prime, we're going prime here again.
We'll get a sober cab.
There we go. Back in the day, we used to, my neighbor has this shed, still has it. And I'll say get a text or whatever. Let's go sit in the shed. And if you knew if you were going to the shed, it was going to be a late night. And maybe that's where we're going to have to do the podcast. Maybe we'll have to do the podcast in a shed or something. Bring back the old primetime memories. I know that one time I shot a deer, brought it over there in the shed, and Andy wouldn't cut anything up, so we told him he was in charge of making sure each one of us had a full beer at all times, and he had to make the pizza. And he didn't have to cut up the deer. Well, he was cutting the plastic off the pizza, and he ended up cutting his finger. He was the only one that cut his finger that day. He wasn't even in charge of cutting up the deer.
Andy. Now he's just got to come on to defend himself.
Hey, he's going to have to. You
know anybody that's got a deer stand that's big enough for 6 people?
Ooh, I do actually. Might have to do one on the deer stand.
That would be a hell of a night.
Ben Toma, we might be coming your direction, man. Never know. There's been a few throwdowns out in that deer stand before, so
we've got a few of them up at our deer shack.
Just need to get a generator out there to get some power.
We've got one that's 10 by 10.
There we go. Might have to steal the backup one from the daycare center at your house.
I'm pretty sure it's on top of a hay wagon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first deer stand.
And it had a walk around deck.
Jeez.
Pretty awesome.
Sweet.
Built out of garage door panels.
Oh yeah, I've seen those before. Yep. That's awesome. All right, man. Well, thanks for coming over. We're going to wrap this up and, call it a night. How about that? All right, you guys. Thanks for listening. Well, it is amazing how fast time flies when you're having fun, because that podcast was a lot of fun and it flew by. Much thanks to Justin for swinging on over and hammering out this podcast with me. I know we went down a bunch of different rabbit holes there, but it was a lot of fun talking about it. And, like I said, that's why I really enjoy doing these podcasts, because you get to meet a lot of people and you get to have some good conversations. And he's a good person to have a good conversation with. Even after we finished recording the podcast, Justin stuck around. We just kind of started talking about everything under the sun, and had a good time with it. So, like I said, I hope you guys are having a great start to your day or end of the day, and hope your week is going well. 4th of July is just about here, and what does that mean? Trail cameras are going to go out in a week or so, and also I'm going to enjoy a good long weekend up at the lake, I'm thinking. So we'll see what happens, but I think they're calling for pretty warm temperatures around here. I think they're talking about 90s maybe, possibly. So great temperature finally for the kids to get in the water. It's been pretty cool here in the north central part of the United States, and I don't know, I like those temperatures, but every now and then it's nice to crank things up, but as long as you're by water, I guess. So all right, we're going to shut things down, and once again, thanks to all of you for listening. If you would, please subscribe to all of our social media platforms, and make sure you're downloading our podcasts. And also just a quick reminder to go out and check out all of our partners' social media pages and websites. Those are Arctic Shield, Domain Outdoor, JNR Outdoors, Skullcraft, The Fish Guide, S1K Custom Calls, 4th Arrow Camera Arms, and also the Double Drop Vine. All right, you guys, I hope you guys have a great day.